Hello, Josh Reeve here, and I am here on PMZ Plus, getting ready to log in. And I'm going to take a moment today to talk to you about creating a client presentation or a CMA through our intranet site, PMZ Plus. We've got a great suite of services, as you know, from buy-side to Spacio when we get to do open houses again, to our great CRM that's part of our website. So a lot of great tools. I want to show off one of them, which is our client presentation creator, which is the thing that I use most when doing a comparative market analysis when I'm going to go sit down with a client for a listing appointment. So let's get started and see how we do this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to log in. And when we get logged in here to PMZ Plus, then I'm going to click on the link that says Client Management, which will take me into a few more buttons, which right here we have the Client Presentation Creator. As I click on the Client Presentation Creator, it takes me to an optional page. I can either look at the created the CMAs I've already created. I can create my own, or I can view some templates. Now I have quite a few different templates that I have prepared in the past, but I'm going to show you how to go from the quick CMA and then make it be what you want. So we'll go ahead and click on the link that says Quick CMA, and from here we can select which pages we have in the Quick CMA. The way we select which pages we want is we go to the documentation page, and then I can click on the introduction pages and I can decide which ones I want. I'm going to deselect this page and I'm going to select this as my front cover. And I'm going to save the selection. On the agent pages, it's only showing one. And I want to have more than just this one. I want to show that in 2019 I was a top producer. So I'll select this page. And I can go through and figure out which ones should be there based upon what I've done as a real estate agent with PMZ. And I'll then see if there's any others that I need. I don't need to talk about why use a realtor. And I'll just go ahead and say select. Then I look at the company pages. How do I want to showcase PMZ? And I want to show this page that talks about its inception and history. I want to include this page that's a letter from Mike Zagaris. Who doesn't want to read a letter from Mike Zagaris? And then this also shows our MLS map, which is the area that we can cover. I'm not going to worry about that one. But you can pick and choose which pages go in that in each of these sections. We can look at the property pricing page and decide and determine which ones we want in there. Maybe we don't want this guy, so we're going to deselect him. Maybe we want to have this one, so we select it and we save it. And then there's the marketing pages, and you can go through there and decide which ones you want in there and you don't want in there. From here, we'll go ahead and go to step 3. I'm going to do this on my house because it just makes it easy to do it on my house. So I'll put in my address, my name, Joshua Reeve, 1805 Fallon Lane. And it's in Modesto, CA 95355. Now here it's asking for a property photo. What you can do is you can go to the property, take a picture of it. You can see if maybe it was on the MLS before and save a picture from that. Sometimes what I do is I just go to our friend Google and I type in the property address so I can get a picture of the house. I'm clicking on the actual street picture of the house. It pulls it up. Now this is kind of a way that would pull from an older picture. This was done before I purchased the house. Not sure whose truck that is. And I can move around so I get it into the location I want it to be in. Say like that. And then on a Macintosh, you can hit Command-Shift-4 and you can select what you want in the picture. So we'll just do it like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to send it to my preview and I'm going to save the page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that right spot. I'll put it on my desktop, and I'll save the picture to my desktop for me to get to later. Whoops, wrong one, sorry. And I go back into here, and I click, and then I choose the file, and I'm going to go to my desktop, which is where I saved it, and I'll go to Untitled, because that's what I believe it's called. Oops, I didn't do that right. Well, I did that wrong. What can I say? I'm going to pretend that this right here is my house picture I just took. But you would save it to the right spot, and you hit OK. You bring the picture in, and then you upload the photo. You close out of here, and you can see that there is a picture there. Now, this has to be a JPEG. And just so you know, it says it right here at the top that it needs to be uploaded files in a JPEG format. So you got to make sure that's in a JPEG format, as this one is. And then I go to the next selection. You can list any memberships or experiences in here. You can talk about yourself. Next selection, we're going to auto-populate. It brings in my information, and then we click here to select. Now, it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2301 square foot house. It has a pool, and it's single story. That was already entered in. You would have to enter the information in if you're putting a property in for the first time. You click here to begin, and then you can just go ahead and put in homes that are similar. And I'm just picking a couple that are near our address. Again, the ultimate is to have 3 active, 3 pendings, and 3 solds. But I'm just grabbing a couple that are like mine. We're looking for similar square footage, whether it has a pool or not. Some of those kinds of things really help to figure it out. The house is 2,300 square feet. I'm looking within that vicinity of square footage. So there's a couple of properties. I click here. I can put notes on each property. Right off Sylvan, so maybe not as desirable. I can put same neighborhood, very similar home, but it's 1,900 square feet versus the other, so very close on that. And then I just recommend the pricing. We'll say $375 to $450. The reason why I want to do this is I haven't been to the house yet, so I want to give it a nice wide range, so then when I sit down with them I can narrow in on it. I don't want to go too low and not be fair. I don't want to be too high and get their expectations, and from here I can have a conversation with them. Here I always put "we'll discuss in person." If you write it down, once it's written down, it's there. Then I'm just going to say save CMA. And then I click here to create. And then it goes to work. And I'm going to do this one, Loom video, training video. If I can type. It goes to work to put the whole package together as one. And then it'll spit it out for us to take a look. From that, we will print it off either on the printer in your house or office. You can take it and send it to any of the companies to print. But here is the CMA all done and ready for us, ready for you to take it and share it with your clients and get a listing. I hope this was helpful to you. Have a great day. Don't forget about the suite of information and resource that PMZ has for you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.